So Hannah Stuelke is a player that has played with Caitlin Clark, and there is no reason, absolutely no reason, why the Indiana Fever should not take a flyer on her as a training camp player. Because if you guys don't know, when it comes to the training camp right now, you know how there was a load of players that people didn't understand why they weren't drafted, like Shea Chesky, Maggie Dugan, Yarden Garzone, Cara Dunn. Well, yeah, the Mercury took all of them. So all of these players that you're like, okay, these are players that could make a roster that went undrafted or could at least make a developmental slot. They are all been taken by the Mercury. Not only that, the Indiana Fever, as it's constructed right now, look like they're going to have two undersized point guards in their developmental slot. And I'm sorry. Their third round pick this year is not better than Hannah Stuelke. Neither is their whoever, not McConnell, the player they got from AU, who's averaged 1 point per game in her WNBA career so far. I can't even remember her name. But Hannah Stuelke is a player that has a legitimate chance to fight. Like, even Grace Sullivan got picked up. Even Grace Sullivan has been picked up. So Hannah Stuelke is too good to have not been picked up. Somebody is negotiating with Hannah Stuelke to come for training camp, and it better be the Fever. Like, this is an organization that drafted Victoria Saxton because she was friends with and kept her on the team for 2 years because she was friends with Aaliyah Boston. I can't think of any other reason why Victoria Saxton was kept on the team for 2 years. Like, you guys may not realize this, but I'm going to show you Victoria Saxton's stats in college. In Victoria Saxton's senior season, she averaged 4 points and 3 rebounds for a team who, ironically, lost to Hannah Stuelke. And the Fever employed her for 2 years. With the developmental slots, Hannah Stuelke is perfect. Why? Because she is better. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. She is better at basketball than Michaela Timpson. Like, there is not a situation where I don't think anyone... Like, there's no argument to be made for KK over Hannah, except for the fact that KK is a slightly better shot blocker. Like, Hannah Stuelke literally went and, like, was the best player on the floor in a Final Four win against UConn. There's a lot to be said for that. Hannah Stuelke had a okay senior season where offensively she's not going to be there. Neither is KK Timpson. KK Timpson has not passed. I mean this when I say this. KK Timpson has not passed the ball. Like, KK Timpson, if you combine her WNBA and her EuroLeague, I don't give a fuck about the Czech League. If you combine WNBA and EuroLeague, she averaged 0 or 1. She's not averaged, totaled 1 assist. She averaged 0.0 assists per game. How do you average 0.0 assists per game? And it's not like she was playing insignificant minutes. She was playing in the playoffs 17, 11. I get it, she played 2 minutes in game 5. She wasn't playing insignificant minutes. On the season, she totaled 0 assists. And she played 210 minutes. Not only that, she shot the ball 60 times. How do you have 0 assists and you've attempted 60 shots? 60. You've got a better defender in Stuelke, a smarter player in Stuelke, a better cutter in Stuelke, a harder runner in Stuelke, a better rebounder in Stuelke, a better passer in Stuelke, a better screener in Hannah Stuelke. A player who has played with Caitlin Clark, a much better catcher than KK Timpson. KK Timpson is raw potential based on her wingspan and her vertical athleticism. Hannah Stuelke is a WNBA level defender. She just is. I've seen Hannah Stuelke get the better of Kiki Iriafen. In the last 2 years, I've seen Hannah Stuelke get the better of Kiki Iriafen. I've seen her get Ironically, down the fourth quarter when she decided to go at her, I saw her get the better of Audie Crooks. I've seen Hannah Stuelke be one of the best players on the floor late in a game against Michigan, who, again, were a top-tier team. Just because, like, I mean this when I say this, had Iowa beaten Virginia, there's a good chance they beat TCU. And if Iowa make the Elite Eight, she's probably being taken. Like, if they make the Elite Eight, you're probably looking at Hannah Stuelke being taken in the, like, what range? Late second, early third? And just because Iowa lose 2 rounds early, because let's be real, had Hannah Stuelke been a senior in Caitlin Clark's senior season and entered the 2024 WNBA draft, she would have been taken early second round above Kate Martin. That is a fact. She would have been taken early second round. She is a better player now than she was then. It's just she hasn't had Caitlin Clark on her team the last 2 years. Oh, who would have guessed there's a team that has Caitlin Clark on it that could get her right now? And I understand, like, if you are Indiana, you're looking at the Atlanta Dream and you're like, okay, they have 18 players here. They have a load of bigs. There is a very good possibility that one of Kubai or Sika Kone does not make it out of training camp. And if one of Kubai or Kone doesn't make it out of training camp, yes, they are a better player to get than Hannah Stuelke. But if that happens, you can go and you can cut Hannah Stuelke. It's not like last year. I remember saying it. I'm like, the Fever need to cut somebody to bring in Ari McDonald. I don't care who it is. They can get Ari McDonald on a minimum right now. They need to cut somebody to bring her in. They need to figure out a way. But yeah, like, it just, for me, it really does not make sense. It does not make sense what is going on. It doesn't make sense that she hasn't been signed yet. Based on everyone that's being picked up by these teams, my guess is that Stuelke is currently negotiating something with somebody, or she wants to retire, because there are much worse players than Hannah Stuelke that have been taken as a training camp player. But I actually think there's a very good chance Hannah Stuelke makes the roster because she is significantly better than KK Timpson. She is a significantly better player than KK Timpson. And again, like, look, I've never 180'd on a player as quickly as I've 180'd on KK. A year ago, I was like, the Fever need to play KK more. And then I watched her play. I've watched her play in Europe, and I'm like, holy shit. Like, she looks absolutely lost. She looks absolutely lost. And I'm sorry, like, she looked lost at a level much worse than the WNBA. When there was the likes of Emma Chekova out there who looked way less lost. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. What do you guys think? I do think Stuelke is a must draft, honestly, for the Fever. Or say a must pick up, because it is important to put the best team out there. And I do think her IQ is significantly higher than most players we can think of. Like, her IQ is significantly higher. But anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys.